we really had to focus in to try to get product market fit and get this business to ignite. That brings me to our Series A. One of the things I've always appreciated about Gamma is how you endeavor to do a lot with the little. And that manifested in this fundraising process where there was so much more money that you could have raised that you didn't raise. And I'm curious, walk us through that decision process. How is this Series A going to be the right amount of capital for Gamma today? How does it let you focus in on the things that you want to focus in on? And conversely, how do you make sure that you don't do too many things in parallel such that you take your eye off the ball in terms of what's important?
There was a point a little over a year ago where we would have taken any amount of money from anybody. We were just in survival mode and looking for a lifeline. It was nice to be in a position when we actually did raise this Series A where we were not so desperate. We had seen this huge acceleration of growth from AI. We started monetizing, and we've actually been cash flow positive for most of the past several months. And so we were actually at a point where we didn't need the money anymore. And the advice I have heard 100 times from founders is always raise money when you don't need it because you're in a position of strength. And so we were lucky to do that. We did have people pounding down our doors. And because we've been so recently in a time when we didn't have that, it was just so obvious to me what a different feeling it is. But it made me realize, the money is not the thing that actually makes you successful. The money is ultimately a byproduct of your success. And if anything, we've seen both in our own experience and just in our space and other companies that are almost killed by the amount of cash that they raise. Yep. They raise so much that it destroys their ability to focus. I think we had seen firsthand what a strong sense of urgency we got from not having too much money. We were going 2 or 3 times faster than we were when we had plenty of money. I'll just say that. And so we never want to lose that again, now that we've tasted what it can feel like to be so lean. And we really don't want bloat. We don't want to get to a point where you are hiring people just for the sake of hitting a number target. And especially the thing we've seen over and over again is you hire a bunch of people and just lay them all off again, and you're constantly doing this expanding and contracting thing that is hugely wasteful of everyone's time and a lot of money as well. And so we really have taken leanness and speed as a core value, and that drove our fundraising strategy, which is raise enough money that we don't have to worry about money and we can attack all the new markets we want to, but no more than that. And we were excited to partner with you guys to be able to do that. For us, in terms of roadmap, what I think that means is we still can't do everything because we didn't raise enough to hire a 100-person team. We don't want to actually grow our team by a ton. We want to keep that team small and focused, and we want to just take on the biggest opportunities. And for us, what that means is there's still a huge amount to do in presentations, but there's also this new opportunity when pursuing in websites. Yeah. We just found this organic pull that many of the people who used Gamma as a hybrid document presentation realized they'd actually made a web page and wanted to put it up online. And so we've been trying to really lean into those organic sources of pull, but not try to invent too many new ones that distract us from our core mission.
We just went through a fundraising process together. What was it like fundraising as an AI company in the most recent, market?
So we started this company in 2020. Yeah. We did our first round in 2021 when it was the mega hype, the super buzz years, right? We had a really hard time fundraising. And, we took us a really long time to get money. We got no traction with just rejection after rejection after rejection till we finally found our first investors who ended up giving us $1 million overall to get this company started. But it was a really difficult process and we did a lot of things wrong. And then we did our second round in early 2022, which is when the market started to come crashing down, right? And that we ran a full process there, the typical, we spoke to 60 different VCs, ended up thankfully getting a handful of offers and went with the one that we liked the best, but it was a very long, very involved process. And now for the Series A, we the way that we chose to do it was to meet a few people over the course of a year, people that we really respected, that we thought could lead this round like yourself. And we built a relationship with these people over a period of 6 to 12 months, which I think allowed us to get to know you to get to know us. So then the moment that we said, I think now we're ready to go fundraising, it was a very natural conversation and a much shorter one as well than we've previously done.
I remember leaving our first call and actually incredibly excited, Maybe we can talk about a little bit about our journey from sort of first call to now joining your board. What's your recollection of that first call?
Yeah, it was a great call. I think particularly, Sarah, because you really understood our problem space, right? And that made a real difference for us. You know, there's a lot of very, very smart venture investors out there. There's not that many that truly understand the pains that our retail customers face and the opportunities. And I think in that first call, you made it very, very clear that you did and that you had some really cool ideas of what we could do. And that was me saying, wow, yeah, like, let's show you the product, right? Like, let's see what you actually think and how you can how you can help us. And that was our first call. I think from that moment on until we actually signed our Series A, it was a 6 to 8 month journey. We met in Las Vegas at a trade show, Shop Talk, one of the very large conferences, and in the middle of all of that craziness, I thought it was really cool that you were at that conference as well, right? Looking at what does the market look like and really building your own understanding of, you know, why is Syrup maybe something different to what the rest of players are doing and what's the real differentiation. I think having gotten to know you and Accel over that period of time, you helping us with product ideas, introducing us to people, that was really, really powerful and means that the moment that we said, yeah, you know, come join our board and come lead our Series A, it felt like we knew each other already, right? Then we'd actually had ample opportunities to test the waters of what does it feel like working together.